What's up? We are going to grind in this cave for a few hours. Well, actually, I take that back. We're going to grind to 46. Then I may go, actually, I will go back to org, train skills, peep the auction house, check things out, repair, all the city stuff. And then I might want to run ZF. See what that entails, clear that, and then depending on time, either come back here and try to hit 47 tonight or just log off. So that's kind of the outline for the stream. So here we go. Could the camera be any blurrier? Probably not. Probably not. Let's get the audio right. Pull it up. Make cam just a bit bigger. You might think, why is he in a cave? Well, if I feel like skinning, I can skin these mobs. They're pretty easy to kill. They don't run. They're perfectly on my level, you know, give or take, you know, plus minus 1 or 2, which is perfect for grinding. Good mob density, but also very small leash paths or leash areas for most of the mobs. And there's only like 1 or 2 pathing mobs through the whole cave. So it's actually quite safe for a cave. Honestly, I would consider it safe for any area. It's quite controlled. So we're actually going to turn our quests in after we level. I want to hit 46 first. Purely off grind XP. Christmas is right around the corner, 1 week away. Today is December 18th. Server time 7:22. Local time 9:22. You're East Coast. Trying. It almost seems like these have like a shadow resistance or something. Because I was getting Mind Blast for like the mid 600s a level or two ago. Maybe it's just because they're higher level than me. Like that one was a 46. I don't know. But we're gonna see. Skinning's at 240 now. I don't know if I can get 47 maybe tonight. We'll see how much tomorrow. Probably not going to get to play too much. I got to travel out of town. Still might be able to come back, get a few hours of playing in late tomorrow. Try to get close to 48, and then that way on Friday can cruise to 50. Pretty confident in that. So 50 by end of Friday would be real nice. Yep, it's gonna be pretty damn boring until we hit 46 for about 30 to 40 minutes. Oh yeah, today what was it? Market drop today. Yeah, NASDAQ 3.6, Dow 2.6% down single day. Fed cuts rates. At least I don't have competition now. Signals slower easing pace. 25 BPS as expected. So S&P 500 almost down 3% today. So what do? When stocks are on sale, you buy. Buy the dip. Okay, there's a 607. So if anybody knows, if you watch this, let's make sure. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We are live on YouTube. Cool. So the multi-stream is working. If you see this, what was I going to ask? Oh yeah, put a comment if you have any tips on the Logitech 1080p like focus issues. If it's just lighting, I don't know. Well, they try to get it to focus, refocus. I think it's the lighting though. You know, close it, open it back up again. Oh, there we go. It's kind of focused. Basis points, that's what BPS is. Okay. And then we can look up. I believe basis points, like 25 basis points, means by 0.25%. Basis points. Now we want to attack with a wand. Yeah, so 1 basis point is equivalent to 0.01%. So yes, 25 basis points is 0.25%. Okay, so we're looking at the Fed's dot plot. Interest rate projections by officials at the Federal Open Market Committee. They have 2025, highest probability at just below 4, looks like 3.9. 2026, about 3.4, highest probability, but range increasing due to decreasing confidence as the timeline runs out or increases. And then about 3.1, 3.2 in 27. And then I wouldn't even look at the rest of it. The confidence is too low to, it's too scattered of data. They expect basically a linear decrease until 27 from current rates to about 3.1. Okay. And I guess the next question is, how does Fed interest rate affect cutting inflation? Okay, so they raise rates due to reduce inflation by making borrowing more expensive and cooling the economy. Okay, so if they lower rates to boost a flagging economy and job market or bring rates closer to a neutral level that neither stimulates nor dampens growth as inflation eases, rate cuts also typically juice stocks. So typically when they cut rates, it juices stocks, whereas today they cut it and they went down 3%. Essentially the whole market. So that's interesting. A little bit against the trend. What's expected? Another thing I'm looking forward to trying soon is the sharing stream. Try to collaborate with some people. See if we can group up some other streamers. First, we have to find some or be found. I can also try to reach out. Doesn't hurt. Maybe that's something I'll do for a few minutes after stream tonight. Go in the directory, find people with 1 to 5 viewers, or 0 to 5 viewers, and around this level, they're playing hardcore. See if they want to collab, play together. Try it this weekend. See how it goes. I also played with Death Wish guild. If you see the last stream, I did Alden with them. They were real cool. They just got Horde server first on Doomhowl hardcore, the Horde server first Onyxia. So that was pretty cool. We have applied to join the guild. That guild is one that requires. Oh, wait a second. Oh. It's one that requires, what's it called? Ran ZF again? Applications. Sorry, gosh, I'm reading something else. So you have to apply, but there's also interviews. Let's see. So here, still reading this on Discord. Tomorrow you have time to reach out. My ZF group, good totem dropper. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's talking about the other hunter. Nice. Nice. Oh gosh. I gotta go. I mean, I'm trying to do all this, but really I should be going to bed soon, but we're gonna force it. We're gonna force it. Try to get this done. Try to get this done. Gotta get to 60. Besides, we've hardly even played for a few days. Didn't even play yesterday at all. So, gotta gain some ground. Now, I don't know what ranks I get at 46. I think I get Mind Blast, maybe. Last level was, or last round at 44, I think I got Mind Flay, Shadow Guard. Those were my two main upgrades. It'd be real nice to get a Mind Blast upgrade. Maybe get a new wand. Hey. There's a 600 plus crit. Oh, path. Watch out. Double? No, that's not a double path. It's a single. Oh, goodness. Jeez. These mobs are not terrible, even without the skinning for raw gold. It's not the best, but it's respectable. Looks like with no competition, I can just loop. I can literally run this circle and never run out of mobs. So that's really nice. Yeah, with Spirit Tap, no other Spirit buffs, we have 428. Spirit, it's real nice. I haven't had any gear upgrades really since, other than the wand and this ring. We did get this ring from the Alderman run. And we bought this wand at level 44, or no, I think we bought it at 40. So yeah, other than the ring, I have not gotten a single piece of gear since level 40. So I don't know how far back I am on gear, but certainly not Biss. It's almost fast enough leveling where I don't even want to run the dungeon. If it's, say, 36, just say 35, it's essentially one level per 3 hours of grinding in here right now. Yeah, I'm sure there's faster methods. I don't know if I could do them. I certainly don't know have the knowledge to. So, take what you can get. Let's see. I would play one of these videos in the background, but I don't want horrible reverb from the mic.
Notion help us scale from a few projects to hundreds of projects to thousands of projects.
It has changed the way I do my work in Notion every day. We use Notion to connect various other softwares as a service to give people like single source.
Don't want to get too low. Just gotta heal out. Better. Well, that's more comfortable. While I'm killing mobs, I'm trying to figure out how to create this window here. Add YouTube vids. Oh no. You know what? I want to delete that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, window capture, then transform. Window capture. There it is. Do 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 do. Hey. That's not showing my webcam. What's going on there? Testing, testing. Oh, it's frozen. Uh-oh. My game's not frozen. What's going on? Oh, you know what? I see. Oh, wait a second here. Wait a second. Wait a second. Here we go. Let's get another mob going. Holy loud.
The ultimate bundle just keeps getting better.
Skip that. And then crop. I want to crop this. How do you do it? How do you do it? Order, transform. Yeah. Rotate, flip, center, fit. Crop. Crop the bounding box. Hello, I want you to crop to the bounding block or box. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. What? What the hell? Oh, yo, you know what? I'm on the wrong thing. Delete this one. Now, properties, no. Wait a second, settings, no. How did I just have it up? Transform. Edit transform. Crop the bounding box. That's not doing it though. That is not cropping. Get a new mob. A rebuff. Do 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 do. Uh-oh. Careful now, we're jumping. Watch out for the path. Okay. You know what are we gonna do? We're gonna hide that for now. And we're gonna seek the answer. Don't let him LOS. If it tells me to do exactly what I did, that's not what it is. Hold Alt and go to, oh, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Oh my gosh. That's clutch. Thank you, Reddit. Wow. Okay. Let's make it while we kill this mob. Boom. We'll allow respawns by going off the path. Okay, so let's show this again. Hold Alt. Oopsies, oopsies. That's money. That's what we like to see. We'll leave the title to give them credit. Oh, watch out. Shadow Guard, where is it? Shift, dummy. I just burned all my mana. Power word fortitude spamming myself. Oy. Let's put this here. Is that a good spot? There. Yeah, right there. Cool. Wait, where am I going? This way. Okay, so he's got this can bottom, mark it up, perimeter lines, 4 centers.
So we rolling, and
Well, I guess you're gonna get some ads.
iPhone 12 with 5G. Thanks.
Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Path mob incoming. Okay. Cut your tabs. Cut your tabs and then remove the... Clean it up. Dot on the center square. Yeah. Okay, so that was his pilot. No. No, now he's doing... okay. 6 mil all the way around. Oh, he didn't show the plate specs though, did he? 25 mil outer, 8 mil center. Is it a through hole? Yeah. Oh, okay, gotcha. Wait, did he show some thickness? I don't think he did. Is it in the description? No? Well, let's get past that part. Side holes. Through hole. He's got 2. 27 mil pipe. Little hex screws. It's a snug tightness. 10 more bobs and we ding. Let's go. Oh, he's crimping or oh, he's cutting? Okay, he's removing. Okay. Now he fully tightens. Both sides. No bearings. Mil pipe. Same thing. I wonder if he drew it up before he did this. He had to have, right? If he's getting the design from...
Agent Force on AI.
And dimensions from like a template beforehand, or? Again, intentionally leaving that title so you can see it if you want to look up the video yourself. Channel's name is GabTech Expo. You know, at this pace, I bought my mount. I'm gonna pause the video. I bought my mount at exactly, you know, essentially right after I dinged 43. So 3 levels, I've already gained 90 gold again. Well, I take that back. I had 120. So I've gained 70 gold in basically 3 levels. Okay. Let's just say we keep that pace to 60, which, you know, I would think it's slightly going to increase, but when I say 70 in 3 levels, so we'll call it 23 gold. We'll just say 25. 25, 14. We got 350. So, you know, 400 to 450 gold, approximately, when we hit 60, if 25 gold level, which I think is very feasible. If we're doing mostly grinding. Even with the quest, throw the quests in too. Like, I'm gonna finish all these quests out here. Ding, 46. Let's go. Question is, where does this point go? If I'm doing for dungeons, I throw it in renew. Yeah. Maybe even holy spec. Probably blackout or mind blast for grinding. You know what? We are going to refer to... Oops. Oh, okay. That's a window capture. Gotcha. In that case, I need to... I know what I can do. Oops. Google. Pull it off. And pull it over. Wait. Priest leveling spec classic. We'll see the route that they take. Okay. What? Wow. Priest. Oh, interesting. Okay. What are they leveling? Where are the points going? Am I blind? That's not loading. Two and 4. There's nothing changing. Icy Veins, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Okay, that's not changing. I guess Wowhead. This is holy though. Boo. Oh, come on. Classic WoW. Priest leveling spec. It's like, can you just give me a basic Wowhead, like leveling spec for Priest? Jeez. Why is it in Russian? Why is it in Russian? Okay, they say to go Blackout and Shield. Okay, we'll do it. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was almost so stupid. We got way too distracted blocking the main screen. Jeez. Okay. Focus up. Let's just blast him down. Besides, there should be an org right now. Let's go a couple more. So in that case... that's just HP. No, good timing anyways. Let him get the kills. Okay, so as fast as play. Guessing he created an internal chamber. Why is it not attacking? It's so annoying. Alright, we're healing. This is ridiculous. He just guesses on the angle. Just gets it somewhere. The number of blades, how he chose that. If he just chose a size and then patterned it for his diameter. How much XP is it percentage wise? Okay, 122k level. Ooh, that's a lot. First works by taking a lot of air from the first air and then redirecting it to the critical point of compression by the last two compressor stages. Okay, so these are pressure stage turbines. Or Stator fins. Okay. We're gonna rewind that. Watch it again. What do you say? It's the opposite direction of the turbine fins. That's directly. Okay. Posture check. Turbine and compressor shaft. You know what? We're gonna skin all the mobs we can before we go back to. Might as well. Map. Gas injector pipe. Okay. $242 skinning. I think I need to get like 255 or something. But I'm gonna be back in this zone anyway, so. That again. So those were his inlets for his gas injector pipes. Completely sealed, yep. Solder to seal the shaft. Ooh, low 43s are green now. No. Might have to go to the mobs up here. I think up here is a really good grinding spot, like 47. Very hard to find the right point for my spark ignition wires. Okay, let's hearth. Okay. Before we vendor auction house time. Everything. Parts free for removing corners of the engine. Yep. Where am I going? As you can see, the turbine blade rotates freely and all corners of the engine are sealed properly to prevent leakages. 6 copper each. Not terrible. Gas injection pipe, 4 nozzles. Is this even worth selling? Vendor heavy leather. Okay then. Whoa. Oh, that's vendor price. Same with heavy hide or thick hide.
Lowe's knows the best holiday tradition is taking your
Just
tradition to
vendor
the
all
next
of it.
level. So if you find a lower price on the things you want,
Need.
we'll match. Plus, with My Lowe's
Damn.
rewards, you can earn points when you shop.
Oh,
to make
3.5
the
gold.
holidays even more.
Sweet.
Nice
Lowe's
to bring,
knows how to
though.
help you holiday.
Wow, that thick leather sold instantly. So I'm gonna post 3 more. Okay. Ignition. Small battery, yep. And a switch connector series. Pre-run to heat up and get to self-sustain. That's cool. Still warming up. And it's already melting the can. Moderate gas rates. Cool video.
Comfort redefined. Luxury rediscovered. The Infinity QX60.
This holiday, Verizon will turn your old or broken phone into a gift. Anyone.
Well, let's see.
Moore's Law might be dead. For decades, we've relied on the idea that the number of transistors on a microchip doubles every 2 years, leading to exponential growth in computing power. This principle has fueled the digital revolution, enabling everything from smartphones to the internet. But we're reaching the limits of silicon-based electronics. Transistors are now approaching the size of individual atoms, and we can't go any smaller without running into quantum and thermodynamic uncertainty.
This means that you can't shrink them anymore. The world has decided that path towards making computers better is making them bigger.
And all the while, our ambitions for artificial
Okay, we're gonna try to get into a ZF group.
The last 7 years has been an incredible time for AI. The compute has gotten so fast that in many ways the networking is now the bottleneck.
AGI isn't just a concept in sci-fi
Bullshit.
anymore. It's a tangible goal. But achieving AGI will require vast amounts of computational power and data, potentially far beyond what our current technology
Did I not
can
spell
handle.
priest right?
So, is that it? Is it the end of computation in Moore's Law? Or maybe the next step is beyond the atom and towards the speed of light.
Oh, who cares?
Using light, some believe the answer lies in photonics, a popular subject in computational literature, but never before has it seen mainstream commercial usage. Until now.
We've built photonics at a scale that no one's ever seen before, something that just wasn't possible over the past decades.
And at the forefront of this revolution,
Wonder if we can get a summon too.
Light Matter.
The healing wand on. What's he say?
Light has been revolutionizing how we send information since the 1800s, when people started sending signals using flashing lights and mirrors. But the real breakthrough came in the 1960s with the invention of fiber optic cable.
Oh, I gotta train spells.
Trap light and use it to send data.
Train
This transformed how we communicate today.
spells.
Most of the internet now runs on these vast network of undersea cables connecting us to the internet. While as a species, we've gotten really good at sending information using light, actually computing with it, or using light to do math, has been much harder. But scientists have dreamed about optical computers since the 1980s, because light is so much more fast and efficient than electricity. But controlling light for computation is incredibly tricky. Light wants to spread out and scatter, and getting it to make sharp turns or stay in tiny spaces goes against its very nature. It's taken until now for science.
Do we have the
like
summon
Light Matter to
tech?
start making technology like photonics viable. Photonics is the science and technology of detecting, generating, and controlling photons, or light. By contrast, photonics uses optical fibers, or waveguides, on a chip. This means data can be transmitted faster, over longer distances, and with less energy lost. In Light Matter,
That's my only way to see chat, though.
by integrating photonic components directly into computer chips, enabling the new method of chip communication that could lead to AGI. To understand better how this technology works and the limitations of today's computational methods, we filmed with CEO and co-founder
There's Greater Heal.
in Light Matter's Palo Alto
Nice.
lab.
Smite?
We're in Palo Alto, and we are working
Is
on
it really worth?
what will be the future of how computer chips and the supercomputers
Greater
that
Heal's
power
worth
artificial intelligence
easily.
are going to be built. I'm Nick Harris, and I'm the co-founder CEO of Light Matter. At Light Matter, what we're doing is we are enabling these AGI supercomputers that are
You know
being
what?
built
We'll train
towards
Fade.
realizing these machines that are able to think at the same caliber as the best humans on the planet.
So what is AGI? AGI, or artificial
There's
general
Mind
intelligence,
Blast.
is a bit of a hot topic lately. And the general theory is that it's an AI
You
that
like
could be
that.
capable of understanding, learning, and performing any intellectual task at a human level, or maybe even better. However,
Greater Hero
recent
rank 2.
acceleration and the AI boom we're living through has made us take it a lot more seriously. What would it take to make it real, and what would it take to compute it? Named after IBM researcher Robert Dennard, for decades this was
Nice
the
40
magic
DPS
rule of
increase
computing.
to the
As we
Mind
make transistors
Blast.
smaller, they would use less power and run faster.
And Fade,
It's why
where's
your phone
Fade?
today is more powerful than a room-sized
We'll put
computer
that
from the
on
1970s. But around 2006, this free lunch
Shift T.
of better performance ended. We hit fundamental limits of physics, and suddenly, making chips better got a lot harder and a lot more expensive.
Oh, now I
This
can get
is
the
why
flight pass
companies like
easy
Light
too.
Matter are so exciting. They're trying to reinvent computing itself to keep scaling as we've known it.
Okay, so
going.
Alt 2
Hello,
for
my name is
Greater
Simona
Heal.
Jankowski. I'm the new CFO here at Light Matter. I was previously at NVIDIA for 7 years, heading up investor relations and strategic finance. Amazing time to be there. Light Matter is a pretty amazing company. It was tough to leave NVIDIA, I have to say. It took a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of deliberation and thinking about it. It came down to, in terms of my decision to come here, is the combination
Moore's
of the
Law's
team
dead. Pretty
and the
bold, pretty
technology.
bold.
How did you first get interested in computers?
So I think for me, interest in computing maybe started with gaming.
Should I
and then
even fly?
Figuring out how to write game programs and how to create websites, and then how to build computers. And then once you're building the computer, the question is, how do these things work, and what exactly is going on inside the
Ooh.
machine? I went to work at a big semiconductor company studying transistors, which are the device that ultimately powers
Sure.
all modern computers. And what I learned there is that there were some fundamental challenges associated with continuing to make computers better, faster, more efficient. What I discovered
Heal
while
per
I was
mana
figuring
288.
out how I could contribute to
Heal per
computing in
mana
general
282.
was that light was
3
probably
second,
gonna be a
3
very
second.
big part of the story. And
Greater
so
Heal
I went to
wins.
graduate school at MIT and studied photonics using silicon, the same platform that all computer chips are built on today. And I specifically studied quantum information theory and quantum computing. What I learned along the way was intricately how light works and what the future might look like with light.
Compared to electrons, light is pretty ideal for communication and transmission of information. It enables faster and more reliable interconnects over long distances because it's literally traveling the speed of light. Also, light generates less heat and consumes less energy, making it sustainable for large-scale systems like these AI supercomputers.
Faster, more efficient.
While electrons dominate the field of computing today, companies like Light Matter, well, are trying to make light matter.
When people think about light, they think about the colors. They think about light emitted by the sun. But it turns out that everything that has a temperature is shining light. And light is actually fundamental in how we build electronics today, but people don't quite realize it. It turns out that the signals that radios send and many forms of communication are actually already light. And the problem is that people haven't quite realized that light's going to be going into computer chips to make them faster and more efficient. And we're working on that future.
Lowe's knows you got a lot on your plate, so we'll make sure finding the right gift isn't one of them. We help you get more of the good stuff and spend less time, less energy.
So much for Ghost in the Machine. It's going to be light in the machine.
Lowe's knows how to help you.
Light. Let there be light. Future of computing.
Light Matter was the first ever company founded to commercialize photonics technology, and now they're ready to talk more about their two products, Passage and Envise.
So this is Passage.
So much for a quantum leap. It's more like a photon
by 200
leap.
millimeter chip. So what's included here is an array of 48 maximum size chips that are stitched together with optical waveguides going across the entire platform. And by bringing waveguides close to each other and building different geometric shapes, we're able to manipulate light, encode information in light, and ultimately enable these GPUs and switches to build these data center scale supercomputers. There are optical fibers. The same glass technology that's used for connecting the world is attached to the side of our photonic chip built on silicon. Ultimately, Passage looks a lot like an electronic chip, except that we've got light moving around the die. And if you look at it through an near-infrared camera, you'll actually be able to see what's going inside the chip. And what we're able to do is, by programming the chip, we can set up how all 48 of the tiles sitting on top of Passage are connected. And the way that this works is you take a customer GPU or a switch or a CPU, and you integrate it on top of Passage, and now those chips can communicate using light. So we realized that there were some fundamental challenges, both with how chips do computation and how they transmit information between each other, especially in the context of these large AI workloads that use teraflops and petaflops of computation operations per second. And what we realized was that by using silicon
so it's just going to
photonics
further
and using
buff
light,
data centers.
we would actually be able to drive the energy efficiency,
data
drive
harvesting.
the speed, and continue the roadmap for computing. And here is what's coming soon. So this is the next generation Passage, and it's able to communicate at over 100 terabits per second. So in this chip, we're able to attach 256 fibers, the largest optical fiber count in the world, and the highest bandwidth chip in the world.
Think of this as a superhighway for data passing between different chips. It uses light to transmit information between processors, enabling unprecedented bandwidth and ultra-low latency communication. This opens up a new frontier of speed and interconnectability that current GPU clusters lack today.
All
Additionally,
latency,
as
1
we try to
ms.
push more data through more interconnects around the chip,
point
we run into what's called
0.001
the
ms?
shoreline problem, where you're literally running out of space to plug electrical wires into the chip. Photonics
I'm in
sidesteps
Gadget,
this
just
entire
wanna go let
issue
my
by
dog
using
out.
optical waveguides within the chip itself. This allows for data to be transmitted through the entire chip, massively
Okay, we gotta
increasing the
get
potential
there.
bandwidth.
This is actually the flow for assembling one of these Envise chips. So you've got two 25 billion transistor die, and those die get attached to the substrate, and then you flip that over. You attach the 4 photonic cores,
get
and then
there.
you attach another substrate that allows you to communicate with the socket electrically to deliver power and signals. And that turns into this chip here, which goes.
Oh my god, I'm getting ping ponged.
Electronic chips, data transfer is limited by the electrical
We're
resistance
getting
of the
ping
materials
ponged.
and
No,
capacitance
I'm
of the
done.
circuits,
I'm not
which
running
causes
to the other
delays
side
and
to
energy
miss it.
loss. Envise is its own
I wouldn't have made
all-in-one
it.
photonic computing
I would not
chip.
have made it.
It combines traditional electronics with photonics to perform computations using light. This isn't just a small upgrade, it's a completely different way of thinking about computation. Imagine data flowing through the computer at literally the speed of light, using different colors to process multiple things at once. While traditional computers are stuck waiting for electrical signals to bounce back and forth, like a very fast ping pong game, light moves through these chips without any delay. And here's what's really clever. They can stack what Lightmatter calls virtual processors on top of one another, almost like creating multiple computers in the same
So you
physical
get multiple
space.
computers all using multiple
far less
lights,
power than regular chips,
multiple colors.
which is amazing because energy is one of the biggest costs in computing today, especially for AI. This isn't just making computers a little better. It's reimagining how they work with light. As overall computing performance is increasing, today's bottleneck is not about the chips or the speed of these chips. It's about the networking or the interconnects between these chips. That's the bottleneck we're seeing today. Networking is the communication and data exchange between multiple processors or chips or integrated circuits within a computing system. Networking is critical for enabling efficient performance in modern multi-chip systems.
I gotta get rid of some
The last 7
quests.
years has been an incredible time
So I
for
can
AI,
get these new
and a
ones.
lot of what I saw is the unbelievable increase in the pace of computing, 1,000
Dragon
times
Ball
increase in the performance of a single chip, which was amazing. Even more amazing in that it came after Moore's Law had essentially ended. But a lot of those advances are starting to hit certain walls, and most of that has to do with the connectivity. So the ability to connect thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions
you can't
of those
connect
chips to each
the
other
light-powered
to be able
boards
to
with light.
communicate at the
At
speed
least
of
not
light.
yet.
And that's really what's going to be needed for the next 10, 20 plus years in computing. And so the next challenge was really the one of how do you interconnect them at scale.
Transistors are so small at this point that they're approaching the size of the electron. And this means that you can't shrink them
Which is
anymore.
nuts.
So you've got to figure out new way for chips to get better. And the world has decided that the first path towards making computers better is making them bigger. The reason it's troubling that transistors were hitting bottlenecks and fundamental limits is that in almost every field, these things are all tied to progress in computing, our ability to simulate the world, perform calculations, connect in real time. So if progress wasn't going to continue at the same rate it always had been, there would be a slowdown in the future coming. And I wanted to make sure that that wouldn't happen and try to figure out how you could augment computers, sort of like the Bionic Man, and add light to these systems.
My name's Steve Klingers. I'm VP of Product with Lightmatter. I've been at the company for about 2.5 years.
Tell me more about how the chips themselves and their speed isn't necessarily the bottleneck, but that it's more the networking between them.
There's, I guess, a few relevant trends here. One is pretty well known that the size and complexity of the models over the last few years has increased dramatically in these large language models. To train something of that scale, you need a huge number of compute units. But the challenge is they actually all need to be able to communicate.
Wait a second. So we're just are we really optimizing tech in a way that's mainly being used just to train AI models? Okay.
At very high speed.
I'm sure there's a
with
lot of
very low
spillover
latency or delay
into other
amongst one
areas,
another.
but
in the
it's
traditional
interesting
design,
that's the number one use of it
those
right now.
compute units, the points at which they're trying to escape all of this data, they're bound by the shoreline of the chip. So the electrical shoreline of the chip is the fundamental limiter. You just run out of space to put the high-speed signals that are sending all this data. And the only thing we could try to do is make those signals run faster. At a certain point, you just can't fit more of them. What we're doing is we're allowing bandwidth to escape anywhere in the area of the chip. You get a dramatic scaling in the amount of bandwidth that can be simultaneously communicated outside of these chips. Also, they can simultaneously communicate with more similar chips.
Today, the biggest supercomputers in the world are around 100,000 GPUs, and that's doubling every year. The challenge with today's supercomputers is that the life of a GPU in these systems is one where they're sitting there waiting for data from memory, twiddling their thumbs, waiting for data from the neighboring GPU. And one of the really big challenges for the computer scientists and machine learning scientists who train AI models on these supercomputers is figuring out how to leverage the fact that it's not really a single supercomputer. It's a bunch of little supercomputers that are tied together with very low bandwidth interconnect.
The CPUs are working together like
is
ants.
We're enabling these supercomputers to act as a single massive chip. So today, if you look at how GPUs are built, they sit on top of a silicon substrate. And you've got a GPU and the memory elements integrated on top of that silicon substrate. What we're doing is replacing that silicon substrate with a new silicon substrate that enables those chips to send data using light. And so what we've managed to do is figure out a way to slipstream next generation technology into the existing ecosystem.
Hate seeing ads? It's almost 2025. You don't have to anymore. The internet is almost...
Light Matter.
To see this innovation up close, Light Matter has built their own mini fabrication facilities and uses advanced microscopy to develop and inspect their chips.
I'll take
Having
more.
These capabilities in-house allow them to
I mean, I'll
prototype
take them if you're
and
giving.
iterate on their designs. Ritesh Jain, Senior VP at Light Matter, gives us a tour of their cleanroom facility.
I am a Senior Vice President here at Light Matter. I lead the engineering and operations team. My team essentially focused on building products that are end-to-end, all the way from silicon engineering down to system level and back level
we like
validation.
it.
So this is our clean room facility. This is an end-to-end capability where we're going from a silicon that's showing up on a wafer all the way out to a packaged unit that has fibers attached that can be deployed into a system for verification and validation at the system level. What you're looking at here is essentially our, the fiber attach process, where we're dropping the FAU onto the vGroove bank, and we're using that shining light. We're evaluating whether or not there's active alignment of those fibers in the vGrooves, and then once that's done, once the active alignment is achieved, we're able to dispense epoxy.
Literally, they're
to ensure
computer
that we can
surgeons.
seal the fibers in the vGrooves.
Here we're looking at
This is literally the beginning stages of... Oh man, that's crazy. Like, this is the other end of this. This is like an inverse of when they're putting the chip in the human brain. This is like them just... This is kind of cool.
Guides that
How
lead
long
to the
is this
input of
one?
the chip. So this is how you get light into Light Matter's products. So here you can see the waveguides. The optical fibers sit in these grooves. They're actually like a V that's etched into the silicon.
I missed what he said.
So inside of each one of these fibers, we have 16 colors of light. And these are all around a wavelength of 1300 nanometers in wavelength. And the light is coupled into the waveguide that's built into the silicon. The waveguide is a few hundred nanometers wide and about 100 nanometers tall. And inside that tiny little device, you've got 16 colors of light that are traveling together. The reason light was interesting is that it relies on a fundamentally different set of physics. Computers today are built on electronics, and in electronics you have this particle, the electron, and it's governed by a specific set of properties. There are things like resistance, inductance, and capacitance, and these describe the power dissipation, so how much energy the chips are using, how fast the chip itself can switch. And you compare electrons to light, what you start to realize is that
Booty Bay Stock Exchange.
It
Sorry,
doesn't
bud.
have a concept of resistance or inductance or capacitance. Light is operating in the hundreds of terahertz regime. Electronics are operating in the gigahertz regime. Some other interesting properties are parallel communication that's able to happen in a way that you can't achieve with electrical signals. Silicon photonics has been developed over the past 20 years. Around the year 2000, the technology really started to reach some level of maturity where they started to think about what systems of photonic components might look like. Now, the challenge 20 years ago was that there were no foundries or commercial partners that would be able to take these things and scale them. And there was a bigger problem. Electronics and electrical wires were still the main medium for doing this, and those wires were able to continue making progress at a sufficient rate for people to not look at what the future might look like. And at Light Matter, what we've done is we've built photonics at a scale that no one's ever seen before. Millions of optical components on a chip, something that just wasn't possible over the past decades. I love chips. Every time I get to see one of the chips that we're building, it blows my mind. From the work that I did in graduate school with my co-founder, Darius, to today, the advancements we've made are huge, and it's just pure joy seeing the things that we built.
Developing this kind of technology isn't easy. In fact, it's never been done before. It requires significant investment, cutting-edge research, and the perseverance to overcome technical challenges. But the potential rewards are immense. The death of Moore's Law doesn't mark the end of technological or economic progress. Instead, it marks the beginning of a new age of computing, only limited by the speed of light.
Oh, if you let me know. Oh, you got shadow protection potions too. That's a good vid. Cool. Light Matters is the company. Channel is S3. Okay. While that is
a wider smile
over,
brightens more than just your teeth.
I'm gonna use the bathroom, get a drink, and we're gonna come back and run ZF. Oops. We're back. Camera's scuffed. Buff's going out. Bagel. While we're in the dungeon, I'm not gonna play the video. I'm gonna focus up. Oh my god, those are the ones I'm wearing. I want them too. Nice. Those will sell. Those will sell. What is this? Omni CC? No, I forget what this add-on is called. The player cooldowns, right? Yeah, it is OmniCC. I was right. Dungeons. Show anchor. Thank you very much. Ooh. 7 and 7 spirit? That's just an upgrade. Hello. So I have int, both consumes, all player buffs, spirit from scroll. I like it. Oh, I lost the ring roll. No, we'll move those up just so everybody can see those. Oh, a lot of greens, jeez. That's pretty strong. I'm gonna greed, but the Druid is feral DPS. Okay then. Come on, camera. Focus up, camera. You can do it. I believe in you. Why am I spamming renew? Kick those heels, boys. Kick those heels. Oh. You know what we're gonna do? Swap heal for greater heal. That's what we're gonna do. Ooh. Oh, wow. Main hand of the tiger. That's big. Sword. We lost the greed roll. Oh, good heal off. We like those crits. Wow. That crit literally is a lay on hands for me. I have 2100 HP. I just crit him for 18, like 50. That's crazy. A 3-second cast crits and it's like a lay on hands. Wow. That's awesome. Well, we should probably precast that. Renew. There was some damage there. There was some real damage. And then he says pretty chill. And we're good. Yeah, pick a skull target and keep it there. Why does he keep swapping it? It's like it's not a keybind messed up or something. Okay, Omni CC. Omni CC. Dungeons. Enable. Show anchor. Oh, shit, he's pulling. Trying to do add-ons, man. I'm trying to do add-ons, man. Let me do my add-ons. Okay. This is a good time for it, right? Oops. No, come on. General. Yeah, let me move him. Like, where's the lock position? Like, I should be able to move these. That's so irritating. This guy says, kill all the mobs, we need the XP. But by far you get the most XP from the bosses. So really we should just speed clear to the bosses and be done with it. But that was a nice few crits. I don't know. I have anchor shown. It's not letting me move them. Weird. Weird and annoying. So odd. I mean, I really just need to change positions a little bit. Did that help or hurt? Actually, you know what? Wow. Another good drop. Dispel Poly. Prayer. Should probably get in line of sight, huh? And we are I'm gonna keep the stream up, but I'm gonna go dark. No mic, no cam. I'm chill. Straight chill mode. If you want to keep watching, please enjoy.
hands consume you. executions begin.
Our ancestors be praised.
desert be mine. The Sand Fury reigns supreme. Feel the fury of the sands.